Hello and welcome to Ever Chosen Minis. Today I will be taking you step by step how I made this meme of an idea, the Seraphon dinosaur chicken nugget miniature. I think it turned out really well. It's super easy to do. There's not that many steps. And overall it's just a really funny, awesome miniature. I think it's a great thing to do with some of the older Seraphon sculpts if you don't plan on using them for an army or if they get replaced. It's just a funny alternative, and maybe you'd want this just kind of like as a side joke army, or maybe you make it your main army and you just kind of lean into the meme. Regardless, I'm gonna show you how to do it, and we'll just go step by step, starting with the first thing, which is just trimming off the little plastic bits at the bottom. There's a few sculpted leaves here that we want to knock off so that we can get a little bit cleaner look. Next thing we want to do is start kind of deep frying this miniature. This one was already primed. It could be unprimed. It doesn't matter for this step. Really what we're doing is just covering the whole thing in glue. I use Mod Podge. It's a water-based glue. It's really easy and safe to use, and it'll be a lot better than super glue. Because if you put that much on there, it's going to start stinking up, making a lot of vapors, and so I highly recommend this. I did this in two coats, so just coat the whole thing. We're going to be dipping it in these beads. I just got this from the Dollar Tree. It's just like fake gravel. Um, Really, any fake gravel would do. We just want that crunchy texture that you'd find on a chicken nugget. And then from there, uh, I locked it down with some watered down glues, just Mod Podge with some water so it flows into the cracks. Because of how much moisture this adds, it takes a long time to dry. So if you got a hair dryer or like a heat lamp or something, that is the perfect thing to speed this up. If not, just set it to the side, wait for it, do about 2 layers on it. That way everything is covered head to toe, and then you're ready to move on to painting. Now, the painting itself is not hard. I just didn't have any of the exact colors you'd find on a chicken nugget, like that golden brown. I just didn't have one, so I had to mix it, and it went a little bit back and forth. So whenever we see the start here, you'll see kind of the middle process that I had of several iterations. The bottom already just has a layer of slaughter red, so that's just there to get the base on it, and then I put a layer of blood for the blood god over it. We want that to be ketchup, and so we want that kind of glossy, bright red color. We're going to cover that and finish that later, but that's kind of how we started that. And then we primed white and put a bone colored paint, kind of a yellowish white over all that, um, just to get the nice even coat that we have on this miniature. And the rest is just giving it a little bit more orange, a little bit more yellow, and we can just play around with this mixture. So for me, this is a light brown mixed 50 brown, 25% flash gets yellow, and then a bright orange color that I had from another paint line. So mixing this kind of gave me the orangey golden kind of nugget look that you come to expect, and I started slathering this on the model. You can do a variety of different brush techniques here. You can do a big dry brush. You can get a brush that's a little bit smaller, dried out, and just start putting this on. And the more you layer this on, and the more color variation you add, a little bit of yellow, more brown, to it, you'll get kind of a splotchy variety of colors on there, and it looks a lot more realistic that way. And for me, what I did to just kind of sell the effect is every single time you get a dinosaur nugget, it crisps up just a little bit. You get a little burnt spot here and there. That's what you're going to want to do. You're going to start adding more brown, and you're just going to put this on a few spots. I did this on the shield, on the tail, and that made it a lot easier to kind of give that crispy look to it. So that's really all you need to do for the paint job. You can batch paint a million of these super fast, super easy, and I think it came out really well. Now to finish up the base for this and get that kind of thick ketchup consistency, I just mixed 50-50 Mod Podge glue with Blood for the Blood God and a few drops of Slaughter Red Speed Paint, and I just started glopping this on here. It came on really, really thick, and that's what you want. You want it to dry a little thick and have the consistency of ketchup by the time you're done with it. You don't necessarily want the bottom of it to look like a base. So that's all you need to do. You can even do these in a variety of colors. You can change the condiment color to like mustard, ranch, anything to kind of variety up the bases, and it would look really, really cool. And this project came together really fast, really well. super happy with the way that it turned out. And I hope that y'all got, a nice laugh out of it, that the thumbnail is funny, and that you got to have a good time just kind of seeing this model and experiencing the end result with me here. So if you liked it, please like the video. Think about subscribing to the channel. It really helps me grow and kind of branch out there. If you want more funny videos like this, as opposed to the more traditional tutorials I have, just let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to read them. But you have a great rest of the day. Thanks for watching.